11:30 mark a little bit. We can do that. We have the time. Let's talk about tomorrow. We have NXT TakeOver London live from Wembley Arena. This tomorrow, 8 p.m. local time in London, which means it is 3 p.m. on the East Coast. That means it is high noon on the West Coast. So very different feel. I think last week I said that I had to get caught up on NXT episodes so that I could watch it live, and I'm like, wait, I'm going to be working when this show is live. They've done, I think, a pretty good job here, getting ready for this show. 5 matches on the card, so it's not going to be a huge rundown for us again, which is good here. But we're going to go bottom to top as it stands on the Wikipedia page. I pulled the matches off of there. The first one we're going to look at, guys, Asuka versus Emma, of course, with Dana Brooke in her corner. This match, we have always talked about how great the women's division is in NXT, and then they've done such a great job in all of their special events all year, and with the women's matches. And this one, I think, has the potential to stand up with any of the women's matches they've had all year. I am going to... Man, this is really tough. I'm going to say Asuka, but I would not be surprised if Emma picks up the win. Matt, he did send us his predictions before he had to take off. He is also picking, he is picking Emma in this one.
In Asuka versus Emma, with Dana Brooke in her side, I'm going to go with Emma, just because of the Dana Brooke factor. I think Asuka has been getting the upper hand in previous weeks on NXT television, so I think it's a good enough spot that Emma can go over Asuka. And I do think ultimately the idea is to get Emma up on the main roster again. Probably Dana Brooke as well, but I think Emma, if anybody, is the most ready down in NXT to go back up on the main roster. That's not Bayley.
Mark, what do you think?
Well, I'm going to have to go with Asuka. I think Asuka's going to go over. I think Emma's probably, arguably, one of the most underrated women's wrestlers out there. She's just phenomenal. But I really think Asuka's going to go over. She is over with the fans already. I haven't seen the fans get behind a female wrestler like this in a long time.
Yeah, and she's
got a cool new shirt out too.
Very cool. She actually 2 shirts. I think it's funny. 2 new shirts unveiled this week, and 1 today. That
other shirt was unveiled today?
Well, the one was today. The one came out with some of the other ones, I think, over the weekend or about a week ago or so.
Oh, if you just got a new shirt today, then Asuka's going over.
Are you officially changing your pick?
Officially changing my pick to Asuka.
Okay.
Officially, the new shirt rule, Asuka goes over.
All right,
Asuka's going over. She's got a new shirt.
Yeah, no, I love what she's doing. She grabs the attention. It grabs my attention every time. I can't look away when she is on the show. Next match, Apollo Crews taking on Baron Corbin. Matt picks Crews in this one. I'm going to agree with him. Nothing against Baron Corbin, and I think just the fact that he's been on the dark match circuit and things like that. I think that he may be one of the next call-ups to the main roster, but I think Apollo Crews is going to win this one. The guy is absolutely, he has absolutely been spectacular since his debut, and I think they need to keep keep him going strong. So I like Apollo Crews to win this one.
Yeah, I've got Apollo Crews as well. Like you said, Baron Corbin been up on the main roster doing dark matches before SmackDowns and Raws, and before main event tapings. I think is a sign that Baron Corbin is ready to kind of go up on the main roster sometime here soon. We saw it last year at the earlier SmackDown with Tyler Breeze, dark matching. So I think the idea is Corbin, who's been in NXT I think for 4 years now, according to Breaking Ground, we'll be heading up here shortly. And Apollo Crews just has a ton of steam going into this match. So Apollo Crews, and I think pretty handily, should beat Baron Corbin.
Mark?
Yeah, I'd have to agree as well. I think Cruz is going to go over Corbett. And, yeah, I think Corbett's ready to be called up to the big time here.
Yeah, I think he is too. And love him or hate him, the guy, I think, gets reactions from people, which, we've talked about many times on the show, is, the last thing you want in the WWE in their performance is to get no reaction. If you're getting any sort of a reaction, that's exactly what you want. Bayley takes on Nia Jax with Eva Marie in her corner for the NXT Women's Championship. This is another one that I think is really difficult to call. Both women's matches difficult to predict because Bayley finally gets that crowning moment and has been the champion. I think she has had a pretty good run. She's put on some good matches, even with some of these younger. I think she had one with like Jessie K last week, and she's been a good champion. But I like what they're doing with Nia Jax. She's not the prototypical cookie cutter diva. She has a look and a feel that is all her own. Matt predicts Bayley to win this one. I'm going to actually pick in what I think will turn out to be a surprise. I'm going to say Nia Jax is going to win and become your new NXT Women's Champion.
I'd be okay with that, Jim, because I do like what they're doing with Nia Jax. Like you said, she's a little bit bigger. She has some curves, and that's okay. And she is a really, really good talent. Is cousins with The Rock? I mean, I don't know who isn't a cousins with The Rock. There's some relation there to the NYE family. Somewhere, am I right? I think there's some relation.
I believe,
there.
yeah,
something. Everybody's cousins with The Rock. But I do have Bayley retaining. I don't think Bayley's done in NXT. I think that they can still do a lot with her. I think they still need to have her in the NXT Championship picture. And what better place to have Bayley than on top? The crowd's crazy behind her. They're still chanting, "Hey, we want some Bayley," or whatever the hell they chant at every freaking show. So,
well, not saying that they won't do that, but I think all the tapings where that chant was done were all with the same crowd, I believe. Or no, I guess
they've been doing that for.
I guess they did
though.
I guess they did do it back to the last special, so I apologize. Mark, who do you think is going to come out in this one?
I think we're going to see Bayley. Maybe not necessarily by a pinfall, but I think she's going to get the win. I think it would be a mistake to take the title off her right now.
All right, very good.
What the hell's Eva Marie doing down there? I'm sorry. No, you know what? No, I'm not. You can't just hitch her to somebody and drag her along for the ride. Like, the NXT crowd will not accept her. That's where we're at. They're not going to. She's not good enough, first of all.
You know why I think she's there? To solidify heat on Nia Jax, because the first couple weeks...
Okay, that's solid.
You know what I mean? I think the first couple weeks Nia Jax was out there, you didn't know if she was a face or a heel.
But on Wednesday, she pretty much just said, "I don't need you fighting my fights." Nia Jax said that.
Sure, but
people are going to boo her just because she's associated.
Bingo.
Good point.
She doesn't need her speaking for her, but the fact that she's associated with her, you're going to get booed. You're going to get heel. So,
intern Mark, you're not an Eva Marie fan, are you?
Oh my God, no! I'll tell you what. I think she's one of the worst competitors, if you want to call her a competitor, to ever come in the women's division. But she certainly has that heat. She has that factor. People don't like her, and that's going to make money. And I think that's exactly why they paired her up with Nia Jax.
X-Pac heat. That's what she got. She got X-Pac heat.
Oh, definitely.
Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, the NXT Tag Team Champions, defending against Ryan's favorite tag team, Matt's favorite tag team.
Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. How you doing? Of course they're winning. You don't even have to continue talking, Jim. I don't even need your... who are you going to pick?
I'm actually going to pick Enzo and Cass.
Damn right you will.
I'm not rooting for this to happen. I don't want this to happen.
Bada boom, how you doing?
But the way it's been built.
I just threw my pen halfway across the damn studio. I'm so excited.
Awesome. It didn't hit me, which is all I care about. Matt picks Enzo and Cass. I'm picking Enzo and Cass. Obviously, that is what you were doing. I just think with the injury angle with Colin Cassidy and honestly, Ryan, as surprising as this is, on last week's episode of NXT, when they came out and they were very serious, it wasn't, they didn't do the spiel on the ramp coming down to the ring. They were all business. That was an Enzo and Cass that I can get behind. Like, they're still kind of fun, but they're serious. I don't like the typical Enzo and Cass antics, but yes, I think they're going to win this one. Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Enzo and Cass. I really liked what they did last week on NXT. I'd like to see them as NXT Tag Team Champions, that's for sure. I think they're going over.
Jim, I feel like you went a little soft there on us, and it's upsetting me.
Well, I don't have my belt buckle on.
Right. Well, that's for sure.
That I didn't buy.
I mean, God forbid wrestling's fun. Am I right, Adam?
I have no problem with fun in wrestling. I just don't like Enzo and Cass.
Okay. We digress.
We digress. That is how we do things right around here. And finally, the NXT Championship match. Finn Balor will defend against Samoa Joe. Matt is predicting Finn Balor on this one. I'm going to take Finn. I don't. This one I think tough as well. I actually, it's not these NXT shows. I don't think are as easy to predict as a lot of the main roster shows or the WWE shows. I just because I don't think Finn Balor's coming up anytime soon. I don't think Samoa Joe's coming up anytime soon. I don't think this is the end of this feud though. I think that regardless of what happens here, I think. We're going to see more of this, and I'm okay with that because these two guys are spectacular. Do we see the Demon tomorrow? He's been doing the Balor Club thing, but I'm wondering if we see the Demon. I would like to see the Demon, but I think maybe to keep pushing the Balor Club T-shirts, we probably won't. And maybe that'll be for the NXT special WrestleMania weekend. That something transpires between now and then to bring the Demon out of Finn Balor. But Finn Balor picks up the win here. Ryan, what do you think?
I think enough. I do think Finn Balor wins, and I think enough has been done to pull the Demon out. Being choked out was it last week or 2 weeks ago from Samoa Joe with the rear naked choke. I hope that would bring him out. We didn't see Finn Balor and the Demon character at the last NXT taping, which was the end of the Dusty Battle Royal or the Dusty Tag Team Classic when he was teamed up. So we didn't get to see him come out as that character. But I think a European show in London, I really feel like he's going balls out, and we'll see a huge Demon return with all of the theatrics. But yeah, Finn Balor retains. And I'm just kind of lukewarm on Samoa Joe right now. I really am. I thought I'd be much more excited about him in NXT. I'm meh.
I think that this match will heat you back up. I think this is going to be a spectacular match. Mark, what are your thoughts? Who's coming out on this one?
Yeah, I think Finn Balor's going to come out on top. I'm kind of got to agree with Ryan. I'm kind of a little bit lukewarm on Samoa Joe anymore. I was really excited to see him in NXT, but not kind of cooled off a bit, in my opinion.
All right, and here coming up on the end of the show, but let's go back, Mark, since you joined us after it. TLC this past Sunday. What letter grade would you give the TLC show from Sunday night?
I think I would probably go and give it an above average. I give it a B+ again. It was a very solid pay-per-view. I think it was a really good pay-per-view. I don't know that I would call it a great pay-per-view, but it was very good, I thought.
All right, very good, Mark. It was I tell you what, it was a pleasure having you on the call tonight. We will definitely, now that you are officially the 3 Count Thursday intern, we will definitely have you back on again in the future, buddy. Have a good night and enjoy NXT TakeOver London.
Let's give him a chance. Plug yourself, Mark. Where can we find you on the social medias?